So I bought a little gold and silver today, and this is what I did. I'm not telling anyone what they should do, and I know full well it could probably go down from here, but I just could not resist these prices right now. Gold is 1,700 an ounce. Silver is $16.50 an ounce. Think about where this was during the pandemic, over $2,000 for gold and $20 for silver. So these prices are awesome as far as I'm concerned. It could go down lower. I drew a trend line here. This is the line. This was my line that I said I was going to make my first buy at. It hit it, so I pulled the trigger on it. If we go to the monthly and zoom out, there's another trend line here that we can draw. Let's make this a little bigger so we can see what's going on. It could theoretically, if it decides to go down from here, it could hit that green line, which, let's say if it goes straight down, let's say if it does something like that, it's only a $200 drop per ounce, which isn't a lot for gold considering it's seen highs of $2,000. So I've been holding off on my crypto buys. I haven't been buying. I haven't sold any either. I'm holding my bags. Just been stacking cash. Just waiting to see what happens. It's a really interesting time now with all the markets. Everything's kind of flat. But what I really want to talk about today is this article here. This got my attention. There's some important points I want to make in reference to what happened here. So if you didn't already know, this crypto firm that had that big Super Bowl ad with Matt Damon on it from earlier this year. So this firm, crypto.com, they actually accidentally sent a woman. They meant to send her a $100 refund, and they sent her 10 million in Bitcoin to her Bitcoin wallet, and she used it. She bought a mansion with it. It did all kinds of stuff. Now they want their money back. So let's get into the article real quick, and then I'll just make some points. So the cryptocurrency firm that hired Matt Damon as a pitchman for its Super Bowl commercial last year mistakenly wired 10.4 million to an Australian woman who then used the money to buy a mansion for her sister in Melbourne. What a nice sister. The cryptocurrency exchange, crypto.com, initially intended to send a $100 refund to Melbourne resident, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name, in May of last year. Instead, the firm erroneously transferred $10,474,143 to Manivel, who then split up the money among 6 other people, including her daughter, her sister, according to news.com. During a routine audit 7 months later, the company discovered the error and went to court in an effort to retrieve the money. Last Friday, the company won a ruling ordering the defendants to repay all of the money to cover legal expenses that were incurred, plus 10% interest, which amounts to $27,369. The Post reached out to Crypto.com for comment. Manivel used some of the money to buy a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom house in Melbourne as a gift to her sister. This is the house here. Let's look through some of the photos here. It's pretty swanky. Crypto.com filed court papers in February. The company managed to freeze Manivel's accounts, but by then most of the money had been dispersed to Gangadori and the other 5 people named in the legal filing. Since Gandagori's name was listed as the registered owner of the home, Crypto.com asked the courts to freeze her bank accounts. A judge also ordered that the property be sold and the proceeds be used to reimburse Crypto.com. A couple of points. I guess the most important point to take away from this is don't trust a company called Crypto.com with your crypto. Not a very good precedent for this company who mistakenly sent 10 million. If they're doing this with their own money, how are they handling your money? So that's the first question. The second issue I have with this is when you play in the crypto world, you are agreeing to abide by the rules of the crypto world. And that is, and I'm not talking about Grayscale or something that's in your 401k where it invests in Bitcoin. I'm talking about you actually have a crypto wallet and you're taking your funds and your finances in your own hands. Your transactions are immutable. That means no backsies. There's no one to cry to if you make a mistake or get scammed. Now, in this instance, this woman probably, and I'm assuming that this was a transaction within the crypto.com exchange. So theoretically, not theoretically, in reality, crypto.com owns the wallet. That it's her wallet, but they have custody of it, so they're in control of it, and they see what goes on. They're very able to trace the transactions. So in that case, I can see. But in reality, if they would have, let's say they meant to send it to her and they missed a digit and it actually went to someone else's wallet, that money is gone, and there's no one to cry to. You can't go to the government, you can't go to the bank and say I made a mistake, reverse the transaction. That just doesn't happen. So that's really the problem I have with it. Then it becomes the morality issue where you ill-got the gains. It's like somebody dropped the wallet in front of you. You see it. Do you pick it up and say, "Hey, buddy, you dropped your wallet," or do you put it in your pocket? That's really the morality question. The problem here is this woman converted the crypto assets to real assets, real tangible assets, and that's something that the government can go after. You can make a claim against that. But if like I said, if it went to someone anonymously, there'd be no way to trace those funds. They can trace it to a wallet, but they can't trace it to a person. If that person uses that wallet to buy something like a Lamborghini or a mansion or an airplane, then that has to go in someone's name, and then theoretically they can connect the dots. And I find it interesting too that they're asking her to pay for interest as well. Take for an example, if a hacker steals Bitcoin from some other entity, right? Let's say a hacker steals $10 million. It is not unheard of. In fact, it's very common for the person or the entity or the company that had those funds stolen to offer a bounty to the hacker to get the money back in return for not pressing charges. This is very common. So the hacker steals 10 million, and now the company has a legit grievance, can go to the authorities, open an investigation, and then you have the feds on you tracing transactions, trying to figure out who stole the money, where it went. Or they can give most of that money back, maybe take a $1 million, $2 million bounty, free and clear. And this goes on all the time. Here we have a company who made the mistake themselves, and they're asking for not only the money back, but they're asking for plus interest. I don't know. I have a problem with that. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Have a great day.